Okay, my YouTube people, this video is going to be the proper way to install the Harley oil pumps. If you haven't seen the video before this, it addresses how to stop sumping, and I'll put a link to that video at the end. First thing you want to do is get some assembly lube, and assembly lube everything so it's not running dry. I am going to pre-lube the pump, but I still use assembly lube just in case. And I like this Red Line assembly paste. Here it is here. I just get some on my finger and start putting it in the important parts in here, like on this shaft, and then you want some down on the bottom here. So the way I'll do that is by putting it on the gears. The pressure side gears are the thinner ones, and they go on the front side of the pump. Up against the engine is the thicker gears, and that's the scavenging gears that are thicker. Kind of put it on and make sure it's around. We'll do the same thing on the scavenging side. Get some on the shaft, get some on the bottom, get some on the gear, and then put that in. Also put some on this side. I'll make sure to get the extra off where the gasket goes. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little super glue and put it on the back side of this gasket, just 2 dabs to hold it in place up on to the engine. Before I do that, I'm going to use some brake clean and clean this surface real good. Then I'm going to dry it off. This gasket goes on this way, and I'm just going to take some super glue. Go put a little dab there, a little dab there, and a little dab there, just to hold the gasket in place. I'm going to take a little oil and lube the oil seal that the shaft goes through so it doesn't get cut. And now I'm going to put the shaft through the seal. Goes in this way. Have the shaft in here. I put the key in like that. Now I get some assembly lube on the gear. I slip it on. I line up the keyway with the key. And there it is. Push it all in together. Now I do the same thing on this. Now I do the same thing on this side. I get my new key out of the gasket set. Put the key in the keyway. I get the gear. I get assembly lube on the back side of the gear. I line up the keyway. I line up the keyway. And it slips right on like that. I'm going to push the shaft in through the bushing, making sure to have my gear over here ready for the shaft to go into. Like that. And now I'm going to put the top 2 bolts in to hold the gasket and the pump. These bolts will be the shortest too. Before I torque these, I'm going to put some blue Loctite on them. Now I'm going to get the thin clip onto the shaft here. I got the clip on the shaft here, and it was much easier to do it with the pump in the block and lightly bolted on. Now I'm going to put the key in the pinion drive gear here, and then put the snap ring on it. And that goes in pretty easy. And now the snap ring. You have to do this with the 90-degree angle on the snap ring pliers. And that just slips on nice and easy. Just like that. The importance of putting the oil pump drive gear on before you put all the pinion gears on is so that when you're putting the pump on and you're torquing it down, that you can check and make sure it's not binding as you're doing it. If not, if you put the gears on the pinion first, you wouldn't be able to spin the pump to see if it's binding. And if it is binding, it's going to wear the bushing out that goes all the way through the case and send metal through your brand new motor. So now you can see it turns nice and free. Now I'm going to put a little assembly lube on the gears here, making sure it's not in the area where the gasket is. Now you take and line the gasket up. You start this bolt, and same here with this one. And then you just take the cover and you slide it on like this. And now before you put these two bolts in, you want to put blue Loctite on them. Now I'll pull these two out and put blue Loctite on them. And then I'll pull these last two, put blue Loctite on those, and then I'll torque them down, crossing pattern. I'm going to torque these to 30 inch-pounds at first, and then check everything, and then go to the next torque setting. Now that they're torqued to 30 inch-pounds, I'm going to check to make sure that the pump spins freely, and it does. Now I'm going to torque them all to 70 inch-pounds. The Harley manual says the oil pump body bolts get torqued 60 to 85 inch-pounds, and the cover bolts get torqued 90 to 120 inch-pounds. So these back ones are the pump body bolts, and these are the pump cover bolts. I'm only going to go to 90 on these because you don't want to strip them. Now that the bolts are all torqued, just want to make sure that it spins free, and it does. So the part that's really important here, besides checking that it spins free, is that you want to put oil in the oil pump side, and then you want to turn the oil pump. You want to push the gear down and make sure that the oil comes out of here and goes into the cam cover. You want to make sure the pump's pumping. I have this pump filled with motor oil, and I took off the metal hose and put this rubber hose on, and this is how I pre-lube Harley engines, and I have a video for that. A link of that video will be at the end of this one. So I'm going to put oil in here. Okay, now you can see that's full right there. It's going down a little, but now I'm going to turn this down. It sucks the oil down. Okay, I'm going to put some more oil in there. Now it's sucked it down. And turn it down. I'm going to fill it again. You can see it right at the top there. Sucked it right down again. You see the oil there? See it suck it down. The oil. Now you'll see it suck it down. And there it is. Oil just came out. You can also see what's coming out is red, and that's the assembly lube. So the pump's pumping fine. There's oil again each time I turn it. So that shows you the importance of not putting these gears on and why you don't want to put them on. One, you want to make sure it doesn't bind, and two, you want to see that it pumps oil. I did have to fill this with oil probably 4 times before it got enough in there that it pumped it up and out over to the cam cover. Now the other thing you want to do is you want to put oil down in here for the scavenger. I'm going to turn it backwards so it fills the scavenger pump, and then I'm going to turn it back forward again to make sure it's pumping oil out of here. So it's filled up to the top right there. I'm going to turn this backwards, and it sucked it right down when I turned it backwards, which was up. Turning it up, which is backwards for the oil pump. Okay, you can see where it's full there. I'll turn it backwards. Pulls it right in. Go backwards again. Pulls it in. Now you see starting to push oil backwards through the suction side. This is the side that returns it to the oil tank. So now I'm going to turn it in the right direction. It should push oil out of here. Probably see more come out of it. And you can see it's pushing it up right there. So it's working just fine. Both pumps are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So now you can put the pinion gears back onto the pinion. The last thing we're going to do while we're here is I'm going to take and put the witch's hat filter in. And this filters the oil that goes over to the lifter block and the spring. This sets in here like this. Then you put the nut in, and it's got a new O-ring on it. I always like to take and put a little oil around the O-ring. And then I'll start it in. I showed in the last video I have this Jim's tool, part number 2233. It's a 3/4 hex, and it has the slot that fits right in these so you don't tear them up, and it's a very inexpensive tool. You don't have to tighten these very hard because the O-ring does the sealing. Okay, that's the complete pump install. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos, like and subscribe. Have a great day.